Welcome back to round 2 of the Geekery Super Sunday series. We are starting in round 2 because in round 1, both players didn't know what their cards did and cheated so much the game state became a fever dream. So now, here we are in round 2. We have Jose on the left playing Pummeler. What is this Pummeler? What kind of
Red-green.
Electrostatic red-green Pummeler, which it is a deck. I dare you to say it's not. He brought it today. And on the right, we have Wyatt, local celebrity and commentator on this video, playing green-black Seasons Past. This matchup seems like it should really be in your favor.
Yeah. My deck has tons of removal and tons of hand disruption, both which are very powerful in this matchup.
Sure.
So as long as I draw those, I should be able to be in a good spot.
So do you mean take no action for the first 3 turns?
Yeah. That's exactly what I want to be doing.
That's how you want to do it, yeah. Just land go 3 turns in a row. Oh, here comes a Vraska Golgari Queen. It unsummons target Planeswalker. It doesn't do that.
I wish it did that. Yeah. Gosh, it'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Oh.
So Bristling Hydra. Bristling Hydra is one of those cards that, like, I forget how annoying it is.
It is tough to deal with.
Yeah.
Especially in this game, where I draw no removal.
Well, so, like, Jose has 6 energy, which means you need 3 removal spells to kill this Hydra.
3 or 2 if he activates before I.
Right, but he won't. Yeah. He never will. And if you go to his turn, he's going to untap, and he's got tricks. So you're now looking at 4 removal spells in a turn to kill this creature.
Yes.
And it is impossible to do.
Or if I have a board wipe here, but I did not.
You don't. I mean, even if you have a Languish, he makes it a 4/5 or a 5/5 toughness.
6/5. Yeah.
Yeah,
He does. Yeah.
The card is really, really hard to get off the table, and I think it has more legs than some people think it does.
I would agree.
Okay. I mean, you know how this game ends. So.
I do. Yeah. It's hard to talk about it, but.
Sorry. All right. So Jose, a little bit in the tank. Looks like a Wild Slash, a Hashep Oasis, 2 of those maybe, and then some Harness Lightnings in his hand.
Yep. His hand is not terrible. That's for sure.
No, it's not. He kind of drew the half of his deck that's going to be an interactive deck right now. Like, he doesn't have a bunch of Blossoming Defenses or whatever in his hand. He has.
He has a bunch of pump spells and a fling.
Does he really?
Yeah. He's built to smash and fling.
Built to smash. All right.
You loving that one? Jeez.
Yeah. All right. He's going to use it to put a counter. He's putting a counter on the Hydra preemptively.
Giving it hexproof. Yes.
Specifically, this thing I said he wouldn't do. But I think he's kind of setting up for throwing some pump spells on it here.
Yep. He sure is.
Okay. Does it have trample?
It does not.
Does not.
Does
have
not
trample.
innately have trample.
Is he going to gain trample here in a second?
It probably will.
All right,
yes.
that's right. Oh, there's a Temur Battle Rage in his hand.
Yes.
So that's 5.
Yeah.
Now, Temur Battle Rage, that would make that 10.
Built to smash.
Oh, so Wyatt's blocking because he knows that this can be a problem for him. So here comes a Temur Battle Rage.
So this is 10 damage.
With double strike, yeah.
Yep. And then +3/+3.
Yep.
So now it's an 8/8 with double strike.
So that's 16 minus 3 is 13.
And then I block.
And then there's the fling.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah, this game was tough. I drew all my permanent based action and none of my removal based action.
Got it. Yeah. Wow, Jose really got you.
Yeah, I needed to have 2 removal spells. Didn't draw 1.
Needed 2, but had 0. That's tough. Okay, so you guys are going to sideboards here. What are you bringing in?
I brought in a lot more of I brought in more removal, another board wipe, and I think that's all I brought in. Just some more removal and board wipes, just to kind of answer some of the threats that I normally can't deal with.
Sure.
And then I have no clue what Jose brought in. He probably brought in Veil of Summers, very powerful card, and nothing else.
Veil of Summer is better than I think it is.
I mean, it got banned.
Seeing as it's been banned, it's probably quite good.
It is kind of ridiculous. 1 mana counter any black-blue spell.
Sure.
And draw a card. It's the good modes of Cryptic Command for 1 mana on a green spell.
Yeah. It's quite good.
The fact that it not only makes your spells have hexproof, but also your creatures have it.
Yeah.
Which is a very strong aspect.
Like in Legacy, it's an answer to Storm.
Yeah, it's just it completely shuts out Storm.
Yeah.
Which is weird because Storm has been doing well recently in Legacy.
Yeah. No one has 1 green mana to spend.
Yeah, right? It's tough. It's hard to keep it up.
No one brings the trops. What do you think about the Legacy being suspended from the SCG Tour?
I'm interested to see what happens. Because Channel Fireball has yet to drop it, so they
Yeah.
still have 3 events a year for it. Plus, there's Eternal Weekend, which sort of is more for vintage, but it's still there.
Yeah.
So there's technically one event per quarter for Legacy now instead of like one event per every 2 months.
So yeah, they lost half the events.
Yeah.
Legacy is a hell of a format, and I really, really like it, but I am worried about what's going to happen to it.
It's in a weird spot right now. It's like Pioneer. Once the Pioneer hype ends, I think then we'll see like what formats kind of become the popular ones again.
Does the Pioneer hype ever end?
I think after like the first GP, it starts to slow down.
Yeah, once there's a established best deck.
Yes, once there's like an actual format, we know what the top decks are and we know what people should be playing. People probably slow down on it a bit, but people are too excited that they get to play kind of whatever they want right now.
Yeah.
As we see here with 2 decks that are not very good.
Yeah. Pummeler. Looks like both our players going to 6 here. Yeah, I'm worried about the prices of duels because I do not know where they're going to go. I think that like in the short run, people are going to panic and sell them off.
For now, like right now, people are panicking and selling them for cheap.
Yeah.
In the long run, there's still a item that's on the reserved list.
Yeah.
So they can never print it again. And it's also an item that like collectors and commander players still really want. So
I kind of think the future for duels is like they'll probably be in the $50 to $80 range, and dedicated commander players will have them.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can see that world happening at some point.
A lot of it depends on like just what happens with the formats in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here we go. Both players, I believe, stay at 6.
Okay. Working from memory here. Wyatt going to keeping his 6. Jose's still in the tank a little bit.
This game is interesting.
Why's that?
You'll see.
Oh, right. Oh.
It's an exciting one.
We will see what happens, to quote Wyatt.
In this game kind of shows what should happen every game.
Uh-huh.
Not the case.
So he looks like he's opening up with
Attune.
Attune with Aether?
Attune with the Aether is such a good card. It got banned out of Standard when it was in Standard. So like, just the fact that it gives energy, which is like a mechanic that you can't interact with, is just super powerful.
Mm-hmm. I've wanted to make a food energy deck and just call it calories or something like that.
Yeah.
Because, well, just to harass my opponents, because you can't interact with those things really. And like Oko kind of, you can Abrupt Decay a food token, but like you don't fucking want to.
No, you never want to.
No one
that sounds terrible.
Yeah. And so just kind of using the 2 design mistakes, and they happen to just both be in Simic. And it just kind of gives you a bunch of weird resources your opponent can't touch.
So turn 2, Transgress the Mind.
What'd you take?
Taking Ghor-Clan Rampager.
It was because they're the only target?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of the creatures in Jose's deck are
CMC 3 or less?
CMC 3 or more. Electrostatic Pummeler is 3, Bristling Hydra is 4, Ghor-Clan is 4. The only creature you can't take is Voltaic Brawler, but here comes an Nixilis' Cruelty. -5/-5 for 3 mana and exile a creature.
Outstanding work.
This is a very powerful card that beats up on Phoenix very well.
It does. I have been Phoenixed, or not Phoenixed.
Nixilis Cruelty'd out of a game before.
Yep.
A game that you had no chance of winning ever.
Because of the massive skill gap between myself and White. Looks like players just playing lands and passing, huh?
Ooh, Lost Legacy.
Wow.
Naming a card, exiling it from a deck.
I like how impressed you are with yourself. What's your name?
Bristling Hydra.
That's probably the best one.
Bristling Hydra is a creature that this deck can answer, but is definitely the most difficult threat to answer. Yeah. Whereas every other threat is removable by 1 spell. Bristling takes 2 to 3.
Yeah. Yeah. So
just waiting for it. There they are. Here's those Bristling Hydras.
All 4 of them in their glory.
Out of the deck, so I don't ever have to deal with them again.
Yep, and it looks like his hand is just pump spells.
It's Blossoming Defense, Temur Battle Rage, a Lightning, Harness Lightning, and something else that I cannot remember.
Yeah, Harness Lightning does a really good like terror impression.
Kind of.
Yeah, where like if you have enough energy, it just kills anything for 2 mana. Which is something not a lot of decks have in this format.
No, it's definitely a weird red card.
Yeah.
That can deal. It's like a bad lightning strike at its worst.
Yeah.
At its best, it's like deal 10 damage to some creature or something.
Yeah. All right, here comes a Duress from our boy Wyatt. What is he looking at? You picked the worst art for Duress.
No, that's the best. Screaming Man. Screaming Man is so good.
All I can see is his tongue. All right, so Jose considered playing that Harness Lightning just to get 3 energy there for a second.
But can't do it without a target.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yep.
White cleverly not playing any creatures in his library just for their direction.
Almost 0. There is 2 Nissa Voice of Zendikars, or Vastwood Seers, sorry.
Yep.
Which is a very not impressive threat.
So what we got here is this season pass?
Nope, Dark Petition.
Okay.
Going to tutor for a card, and I get 3 black mana because Spell Mastery is online right now.
Sure.
So it's just a demonic tutor at this point, which is
yeah,
a
quite
very strong card. And then we're going to cast Infinite Obliteration to name a creature card, exile it from my opponent's deck.
Okay, so this is going to be Pummeler, I would guess.
It will be Pummeler this time.
And he has none of them in his hand.
He has none in his hand.
And how many creatures does his Jose run?
He runs 4/4/4/2, so 14.
14. Okay. Wow.
So now he is down 8 of his creatures.
And these are the good ones. Now he has Voltaic Brawler and then one Ghor-Clan left. Yeah.
Yep.
So you have to beat a bunch of 3/2s and a 4/4.
Yes.
Okay.
And then Seasons Past, if I ever do get to cast it, will return Infinite Obliteration to my hand.
Sure. And Lost Legacy there. All right, so Jose just passing right on back.
Looks like he drew a Built to Smash.
Yes, he did.
Yep, there it is.
I don't think he had to show you that, but he did.
When I Infinite Obliterated last turn, I didn't write down a card.
Oh, but then he showed you his whole hand because he doesn't care.
He drew a land for turn and played it.
Got it.
So I just knew his whole hand.
Well, here comes that Hissing Quagmire.
I gotta win the game, Steven.
Oh
man.
no, he had
Whatever
it.
would I have done? Just passing the turn. Still no creature from Jose's side.
I don't think he's going to draw one.
This is a lot of pass and go. Like,
Yeah.
This happens for...
You lost your creature. He's not drawing any creatures because there's 4 of them in his library. Okay.
There it is. There's a Sign in Blood.
Jose is a trooper for staying in this game.
Oh, yeah. He stays in for a while.
What a guy. Here comes that Nissa we talked about.
Nissa Vastwood Seer. Play a land.
Yep. Wyatt's going to search his library because this is good content. I'm not sure how I'm actually mad at you for that, but I am.
I tutor my library so much.
Yeah, you do.
That's like all my deck does.
Here comes the Nissa.
I'm going to make a 4/4. Because that's all she does is make 4/4s.
Entire text.
Her ult's actually very good. I think I win the game with it.
Sure. All right. Ticking up Nissa, drawing that land and putting it into play. You don't draw it, you reveal it.
You reveal it if the land, you put it into play. If not, you put it in your hand. So
Yep.
it gets round of like Narsets and stuff.
Jose sticking in this one. Has he resolved a non-land permanent this game?
He played Voltaic Brawler, remember?
Oh,
and
yeah,
I
he did.
Nixilised it.
Good for him.
Yep. He
One
got
permanent.
a threat into play this game.
Jose on the board. Here comes a Ghor-Clan Rampager.
Oh my gosh.
Can you beat a 4/4 with your 4/4 on board, Wyatt?
I cannot. It's too hard for me.
Yeah.
I'm just going to cast down
immediately cast it down.
Oh, and then I'll
Veil of
kill it
Summer.
again with the Nixilis' Cruelty.
No, that's a hero's downfall.
I could just name a removal spell and it kills it anyway.
Yeah.
So like I'm not too worried.
Every single one of them gets it. Here
There's
comes
a
that Dark
knock-
Petition. Is
Yeah.
that this we can go for Seasons Past?
I don't remember from here on out. The game kind of goes on to autopilot for me, just because like it's in a point where it's hard to lose.
It really seems like it doesn't matter what you do.
Nope, it does not. So it looks like I do Dark Petition. Probably go get Seasons Past. Then get back Infinite Obliteration. Obliteration. Oh, so here it is.
Here comes Seasons Past.
There it is.
Wyatt did it. He's tall.
I'm tall.
Yes.
Casting Dark Petition into Seasons Past is 8 mana.
Seasons Past goes to the bottom of your library?
Yep. It never goes to your graveyard. So when you get back Dark Petition, you just get to tutor for it.
Huh.
Yep. It's just an infinite loop.
That's real good.
Yep.
Okay.
The reason they didn't want to let you put it in your graveyard is because if you ran multiple Seasons
You could
Past,
Seasons
you
Past.
can just infinitely Seasons Past. So instead, you just have to run tutor effects.
So I would think that they would have it exiled then.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Instead it goes to the bottom.
Yeah. Instead, you can just do
It's
exactly
like
what you
before they started changing a lot of their stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, land here. Up on Nissa again.
I think we're trying to figure out if I plus it this
Yeah,
turn
you
or
did.
not. I
You cheated.
did.
You-
I
that's what you-
100% cheat here.
Yeah.
But like,
Uh-huh.
the game is over. So.
Does it stay at 2? No, it goes to 4.
It went from 3 to 4. So I did plus it twice by accident.
Yep.
my hand has 7 removal spells or 6 removal spells and 1 Dark Petition.
You
So
discarded an Abrupt Decay and you didn't only threat. Here's Infinite Obliteration. Well, you can see
Voltaic Brawler. He keeps playing. He's got 1 more Ghor-Clan.
No, we saw it. You killed his second Ghor-Clan. You made him discard the first one, and then you kill. Oh, maybe he still has it in his hand.
No, are you sure he's only running 2?
I don't know.
He's running 4, so he has 2 more Ghor-Clans. So he's gonna tough it out to try and draw one of these 2.
He's fine. He's easily got this.
I just passed the turn back. I just don't care anymore, I think. But yeah, here comes I believe, Dark Petition.
Yep.
Get Seasons Past. Get back Infinite Obliteration, cast it. I think I'm just talking it out with him to tell him he has no more threats in his deck.
Jose, if you could stop, we could not do this. No, you want to go through with it? All right, man. Here we go.
Yeah, he's a trooper. He stuck it out. I'll give it to him.
He is.
He lost every threat in his deck and tried to play it out.
All he has is, I don't know what he has anymore. You're not even taking all the cards back.
Oh, yeah, I got back like 2 or 3 cards and just tapped out and just cast Infinite Obliteration.
Yeah. Because there are definitely cards in your graveyard you could have taken that you just didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the game's at a point where, like, I physically can't lose.
No, I don't think Jose can do anything for the rest of the game.
Yes.
And he's showing us what's in his hand.
No. He pumps my creature and then gives it double strike just to be fun.
So he takes 26 and dies.
Yeah, so that's about how those games should go.
Sure.
Just like a deck that has an answer for every threat that your opponent could play.
Yeah, I was yawning. That was an interesting thing you said, though.
Yeah, I was like waiting for a response. You just didn't respond.
I was just yawning. It seems, I don't know. Pummeler just seems like it has to sling you. I think you have to be surprised.
Pummeler's good hands are tough to beat.
Yeah.
They just like kind of kill you for no reason.
Yeah.
They're like bad hands and mediocre hands though are very easy to interact with.
Yeah. Like if they drew a bunch of creatures and if they get the wrong mix of their deck, they're just going to instantly lose.
Also can be awkward against like other creature decks that have like creatures that are just kind of better than theirs because none of the creatures by themselves are good. Like Bristling Hydra is the only creature that's good by itself. Mm-hmm. Everything else is just kind of like whatever.
Yeah. Electrostatic Pummeler is like fine if you have.
It's a 1/1 for 3 mana.
Yeah.
And if you don't have energy and you don't have a pump spell, it's just the worst card.
That's
ever.
all it is. It's a 1/1 for 3 mana. Yeah.
It's just like a way worse bear.
That is bad in alpha standards.
Yeah.
Like no one would play a 1 mana 3/1. 3 mana 1/1.
All right. Off to game 3.
All right.
Going back to the sideboards. Don't think anything happened. I think I checked the camera.
Making sure it's recording. Oh boy, we got too many times.
I think I kicked it. And I was like,
did you?
is it out of frame? But I think
So I came over and like reframed it a few times during this tournament, and I got so mad at everyone. Like because they're sitting at a table and they touch the table and it moves, and I'm like, you piece of shit. But like, what do I expect from them?
Call everybody out on the table.
They're sitting at the table. They have to touch it. That's how it's gonna work.
It's just how it's gonna do.
And I just get really mad at them.
Do the do.
Yeah.
I believe Jose brings in Tormod's Crypts this game.
Okay.
Because he sees that Seasons Past brings back stuff from the graveyard. Mm-hmm. Which is very relevant. Seasons Past, like, not having targets makes it a bad card.
Well, yeah, a spell that costs 6 mana and does nothing is not good.
It goes back to the bottom. I can't mill out if I just cast
6
that
mana
infinitely.
Storm 1. Back to the bottom.
That's a card I'd play.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would. I once won a draft by casting Black Sun Zenith every turn.
Yeah, I mean, that probably just wins.
Yeah, I had no cards left in my library. And so the only card left was Black Suns. And I just kept...
So you just kill your opponent mills out before you do.
Yeah. And I kill every creature every turn. Yeah.
I mull down to 6.
Bad decision.
Yeah, right? What was I thinking? Should have just kept my 7.
What was your 7?
I think it was like 6 lands and a not removal spell. I think I keep my 6 and it's like 1 removal spell and like really bad interaction.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you remember like how the mulligan rules changed a few times this last year?
Yeah, they've changed a lot in the past like year and a half.
I think it's a good sign. I think it means they're trying to make things right. Or at least better.
Just it sucked when you just mulliganed and just were at 6, at 5, at 3.
Yeah.
Like,
and then when you could go down and then scry, I thought it was fucking Christmas. I thought that was like the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Because like just getting that little bit
That was
of
the
scry.
London Mole, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that was the London Mole.
What is this one called?
This one's one of them was called the Canadian Mole or something like that.
I don't think it was.
One of them was, I think. They were just named after where they started implementing.
Anywho,
yeah.
this one is so nice, and I thought it was going to make Magic fall apart, but really what it does, it just makes it so there's less non-games of Magic.
So here's my one removal spell that I had in my hand. Out to kill the Pummeler.
Used judiciously on a Pummeler.
Yep, and here is a Bristling Hydra with 9 energy.
So that means it's going to take 4 removal spells to kill it on this turn.
Or 3 if I wait for him to pump it.
And assuming he doesn't have cards in hand.
And assuming I just play this, because I have nothing else to do.
What do you say about a 2/2, dog?
It gives me a land.
Oh, because you use lands for spells.
Mm-hmm.
This is advanced. This is very good.
Luckily, he doesn't have the lethal.
All right, so you just have to block every time.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I am dead if I don't block.
Sure. So here comes another Hydra.
With 12 energy.
All right, so now the line is 5 removal spells.
Which I can totally do with 4 mana.
Yeah, easily.
Like, nothing can stop me.
Yeah, I see a Sign in Blood in your hand.
Yeah, I think I cast it because I don't have anything else to do.
So
yeah.
Languish doesn't get you out of this either.
No. I have a 1 of Crux of Fate, which means I have 4 cards that I could draw to get out of this.
Yeah, what are the other 3?
Dark Petitions. If I draw Dark Petitions,
yeah.
and Dark Petitions, it
yeah.
lets me cast it.
Sure. Okay, so you're going to eat at least 8 here, but it could be much more.
Oh, I could probably. I should be just dead. What just happened right now?
Yeah.
I struggled to say words for like
really
a minute or two there.
You really did. All right, so Jose is doing some math in his head, pinching the old bridge of his nose, leaning over. I think that means you're dead.
Yeah, there's a strong chance.
So here comes up. Here's a counter there, and now that one has hexproof.
Yep.
So now each of these mana has to represent a removal spell if you're going to kill the other one.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that's going to happen.
I think one of them's a forest, so like it's very hard to do that with a forest.
Yeah. So Jose tapping 2 here for a
Ghor-Clan.
Blood Rush of the Ghor-Clan Rampager. Looks like that's 13. Any effects, Wyatt?
Nope. I declare no effects.
Okay. All right. So Jose gonna let damage happen? Nope, not.
Not yet. Yep, there it is.
All right. You lose. I don't know how much you lost.
And there's a fling.
And then there's God. Fling does so much damage. Yeah, he'll kill you.
Yep.
All right. That does it for round 2. No, a little bit of cheating.
There's a little bit, yeah. There's
less.
one turn where the game ended.
Yeah.
But like, yeah.
Yeah. All right. We will see you guys in round 3.